So yeah, hi Baba Sahib. This is AWS mock interview day 7. Okay, we already completed 6 mock interviews. If anyone watching this video on YouTube, you can check out that 6 mock interviews in the playlist section. There you can find total AWS 6 mock interviews. So just like this video so that we will get motivation to continue this series of AWS mock interviews. Okay, Devops, can you please introduce yourself? So can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sir.
So I've already prepared the like script and I provided. You can utilize that.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Is this recording now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, and thank you for having me today. I have over 6 years of experience in IT industry with a strong foundation in Linux administration, cloud engineering, and DevOps practice. I began my career as a Linux administrator, where I developed a solid understanding of system management and automation. About a year into my career, I transited into cloud engineering, gaining hands-on experience with various platform and services. For the past 4 years, I have specialized in DevOps, focusing on tools and practice that enhance development and operational efficiency. My expertise include version control with Git, continuous integration and continuous delivery with the Jenkins, containerization with Docker, and orchestration with Kubernetes. Additionally, I have extensive experience with infrastructure as a code using Terraform and configuration management with the Shape. On the cloud, I am proficient in AWS service, include EC2, S3, VPC, and IAM, which has allowed me to design and manage scalable, secure cloud infrastructure effectively. My background equipped with me with a well-rounded skill set in both development and operation. It's enabling me to streamline process and drive efficiently across the entire life cycle of application. I am excited to bring this experience to your team and contribution to the success of your project. That's it. Thank you.
So it is like you are answering something. So whenever I given a full stop, what is the meaning of that? Full stop. Nothing but we need to stop. So you are just reading out.
Okay.
Your introduction was good. I'm not telling
Mhm,
it's bad.
mhm.
But whenever we are using full stop, it's a grammatical. Nothing
Yes, sir.
but we need to stop and we
Mhm.
need to continue. Okay, you can
Okay, okay,
speak fastly. I'm not telling you you should not speak fast. But
okay,
if there is a full stop, you need to wait,
okay, okay.
right?
Mhm.
Effectively, my background of equipments. Like that, you are just continuing effectively. Then after there is a full stop.
Okay, okay,
Okay. My
okay,
expertise includes version control with Git, continuous integration and continuous delivery with Jenkins. If there is a comma, you need to give some gap.
okay, okay, sir.
Containerization with Docker and orchestration with Kubernetes. Full stop. Then
Okay,
after, additionally, I have extensive experience with infrastructure as code using Terraform and configuration management with Chef.
okay, okay, sir.
So like this you need to tell so that opposite person will get your point.
Sure, sure, sir.
It should be like interesting and opposite person also will get clear. Compared to yesterday, right? You performed well today,
Okay, sir.
but you need to improve a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Arish. Can you please introduce yourself? Don't tell
Yeah,
you about
I thought on
your
that.
real experience. Tell you a fake. Yes, go ahead, Arish. Don't reveal your genuine company and all. You can tell anything fake.
Okay. Uh, Myself, Vishnu. Uh, I have 4+ years of experience in AWS DevOps and also in Azure. Uh, in my previous organization, I was working on CI/CD pipeline as Jenkins and infrastructure as code on Terraform, and also containerization tools like Docker and Kubernetes, and also Git and GitHub Actions. While GitHub Actions, we are using actions from GitHub Enterprises, and then we are providing actions to the customers. And then by using Terraform, we are automating all the processes that or in AWS. And then when come to Jenkins, we were delivering continuous integration, continuous delivery to the code that were in Git repositories that we are using in our organization. And then uh, when come to Docker and Kubernetes, we were managing all the uh, platforms. And when in Jenkins for weekly release, monthly release, we were taking care.
Super. So how DevOps? How was its introduction?
Yes, sir, it's good, but I feel some descriptive.
So yeah, Harish, whatever you speak, right? It is perfect. Without even using script, you can able to deliver the best introduction. Super.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, without any preparation, you have done better. But if you prepare, definitely you will going to rock.
Yes, 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 sure.
Okay, I will share
Just
my
one
screen.
question.
Sure,
Yeah, after this, can you share that this?
definitely I will share. Okay, first question will be what is S3? Okay, next five mock interviews will be on the S3 itself. Okay, I have collected 50 questions on S3 service. So this mock interview is the first mock interview of S3. Once we complete, we will go to next service. So what is an S3? How does it differ from traditional storage? Normally we will be having hard disks, right? So what is the storage and what is the storage? What is the difference?
Okay. Sir, yes, S3 is nothing but simple storage service which is provided by AWS, and it's differ from other storage. Uh, there is no any hardware or anything. AWS give us to the store object in this S3 bucket, and this storage is not associated with any virtual or physical machines.
Super, you are right. You can add some more as well. Arish, you want to add something apart from DevOps?
Apart from DevOps, we were like using for storage and transferring files also in a secure way.
We can maintain this versioning as well, right? But in
Yes,
physical, we cannot able to maintain that versioning.
we can ES3 provide us encryption and versioning as well, and replication
Yes,
as well.
yes, super. I am expecting this. Oh, how would you create an S3 bucket via AWS Management Console?
We log into AWS account. After that, search S3 in AWS console. S3. After that, we need to go in bucket section, and then we need to provide bucket names. After that, we need to uh, um, give
You are right. You are right.
unique global name for
Yes, yes.
S3 bucket.
So then, how can you explain how S3 stores data across different regions?
Can you explain how S3 store data across? Yes, sir. Uh, we can store data across the region. AWS give some advantage over to different region. We can maintain that S3 bucket. We can create S3 bucket. Actually, it's a globally, but AWS provide us to create a bucket in region wise.
Yes. So what is the maximum size of S3 bucket?
5 TB, sir.
Yes. So how do you secure an S3 bucket to ensure that only certain users can access it?
Uh,
Nothing but I want to give you access to
uh,
Harish, only for Harish. How you will do that?
yes, sir. I can do this using IAM users. I can write a bucket policy as well
Super.
in ES3 bucket as well.
Yes. So what is bucket policy? You said policy. What is bucket policy and how would you use it to make a sorry bucket public? Normally bucket will be private. I want to make it public. How you will do that?
Uh, sir, by default, bucket publicly block. We can enable that public mode. And
Super, super. You can write a bucket policy as well. So how would you encrypt objects in S3?
we can encrypt, sir. S3 bucket will give us two option to encrypt. We can uh, encrypt a bucket object with the help of KMS service as well.
Super. So what is bucket versioning and how does it contribute to data security?
Sir, when we create S3 bucket, that time we can enable versioning mode for our S3 bucket. There we can do like if I have the XYZ file, and after some time I edited in my local, and after that pushing to S3 bucket, that time it will maintain the versioning for those files.
S- Yes, yes, you are right. So if we want to go back, we can go back to previous version like this, so we can it will support. Okay.
Yes, sir, we can roll out it.
So how would you enforce SSL for data transmission to an S3 bucket? Nothing but securely I want to transfer. It is typically like I know it's a little bit complicated question, but we will check answer for this. Okay.
Sir,
How can you
sir,
optimize S3
sir,
for
sir, sir,
storing?
sir, that ninth question's answer is that currently the AWS uh, previously AWS allowed to send object over HTTPS and HTTP, but currently Amazon AWS deprecated that HTTP protocol to uh, call the upload files to S3 bucket. We can only use HTTPS protocol, and HTTP protocols are by default with the TLS or SSL. It's self secure, sir.
Okay, okay. Whenever ask any question, right, you can use Google as well in the backend.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you fastly you can need to Google it and need to answer.
Sure, sir.
Okay. How can you optimize S3 for storing and retrieving frequently accessed data?
Sir, we can do it using a standard class, sir.
Yes, standard IA, standard infrequent access.
Yes, sir.
Shall we check the answers for all the 10 questions?
Yes, sir, we can.
So first question I've asked you, what is S3? How does it differ from traditional storage? So S3 is nothing but whatever you said, simple storage service is a scalable object storage service in AWS. Unlike traditional block or file storage, S3 stores data as objects. Use whatever you said, you are right. With metadata and a unique identifier in buckets. So if we take an example, think of S3 as a cloud-based filing cabinet where you store documents, nothing but objects with a unique label, nothing but a key. Whereas traditional storage is like storing data on your hard drive. I've already shown you. So you got it clarity, right? What is S3?
Yes,
Next
yes,
question.
yes, sir.
How would you create an S3 bucket via AWS Management Console? In the AWS Management Console, navigate to S3, click Create Bucket, name the bucket, choose a region, and configure setting like versioning or encryption. Example, what is the example for this? Creating an S3 bucket for storing backup files from a web application. It is an use case. So you got clarity, right? How to create an S3 bucket. In the next time, whenever anyone asks you, you can tell, right? You will go to
Yes,
navigate to
yes.
S3, create bucket. Okay, give the name of your bucket, and you need to set up the region, versioning, encryption, whatever it may be. Can you explain how S3 stores data across different regions? S3 buckets are region specific. Data is replicated across multiple availability zones within the same region to ensure durability. So, example, storing critical application logs in an S3 bucket in US West 2 region, ensuring high availability. So, what is S3? S3 is a region specific. Data is
Yes,
replicated across multiple availability zones within the same region to ensure durability.
yes, sir.
Okay, what is maximum size of S3 bucket? You said 5 TB. It's right. Maximum size of S3 object is 5 TB. So storing large database backup file in S3 can as a single object. How do you secure an S3 bucket and to ensure only certain users can access? Whatever you said, you are right. We can use bucket policies, IAM roles, and ACLs access control list to manage access to your S3 buckets. So restricting access to an S3 bucket, storing confidential data to only specific IAM users. Whatever you said, you are right in your AWS account. So what is bucket policy and how would you use it to make a bucket public? So bucket policy is a resource-based policy attached to an S3 bucket. To make a bucket public, you would grant public access by allowing the S3 get object into the principal. So example, making a bucket public to host a static websites. Right, that is the use case, right?
Yes, sir.
So next question, how would you encrypt objects in S3? So you can use server-side encryption with S3 managed keys. AWS, you said right, KMS, you
KMS
are right,
service.
right, or customer products key. Example, encrypting sensitive financial records stored in S3 using KMS. So if there is a secure financial data, obviously we need to secure, right? We need
Yes.
to encrypt. We will use for that is a real-time use case. So for everything, I given the use case as well, so that you will get some idea. So what is a S3 bucket versioning? How does it contribute to data security? So S3 bucket versioning allows you to keep multiple versions of an object. This helps in data recovery in case of accidental deletion or overwriting. So enabling versioning on a bucket that stores important configuration files, allowing you to restore previous version if needed. Okay. How would you
Yes.
enforce SSL for data transmission to an S3 bucket? You can enforce SSL by requiring AWS secure transport to be true in the bucket policy. You need to what you need to do? You need to go and AWS secure transport. You need to make it true. So example, ensuring that all uploads and downloads to your S3 bucket which stores customer PPI are encrypted in transmit. How can you optimize S3 for storing and retrieving frequently accessed data? So you can use S3 intelligent tier, right?
Yes, sir.
Which automatically moves data from frequent to infrequent access based on access patterns. So if person is not accessing multiple times, it will automatically we can set right after 30 days. Please go to the standard to intelligent tier. Do you
Yes.
know what are the types of S3 bucket? We will be having multiple types, right?
Sir,
So
one
example, storing media
standard,
files for
standard,
streaming.
yeah.
Yes, standard
Glass,
infrequent access.
yes, sir. Uh,
Glacier.
Glacier.
Yes. So let me Google it. AWS
Around
S3.
six type of class, but I remember only three.
S3 types. I will go to official documentation. Right, standard, intelligent tier, standard IA, one zone IA, glacier. Okay, glacier deep archive. Okay. So this is what we have discussed. Next in the next mock interview, we will go in depth. Okay. Don't expect basic. I will stop the recording.